The new channel. See the new. The new channel. See the new. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the new channel, here to help you see the new you. My name is Wanlun, and this is the Puppet Stories. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is July 24. It's the Friday edition of the Puppet Stories. And of course, it's another special episode because we have a special guest all the way from Malaysia. But before we call him out, we have a special performer for today. He was diagnosed with ADHD at the age of 4. At the age of 5, he started playing with hand puppets and marionettes. At the age of 7, he already performed in 2 international puppetry festivals in Vietnam and in Malaysia, where he got awards. At the age of 8, he continued to perform in other international puppetry festivals in Japan and several times in Thailand. He was also featured on several TV shows, like the Little Big Shots in the Philippines and the Puppet News Network in Thailand. At the age of 10, he managed to perform his solo show at the Cultural Center of the Philippines, Pasinaya Festival. His last festival participation was in Bangkok, Thailand, for the Siam Paragon World of Fascinating Puppets. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Eli Lunaria.
Bing bing bam dum bum bum bam bam bum 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 bum.
What's going on?
Ding ding. Crazy. Ding ding. Bam bam.
Break it. Break it.
All right, there we go. Eli. Thank you very much, Eli. All right. That was Eli performing with his first marionette for today. Of course, he will be back later at the latter part of the show. Right now, it's time for me to call my special guest. He's a good friend of mine, and we've met in several international puppetry festivals in all over Southeast Asia. And he's here to talk about a lot of things. He is a good friend of mine. He's an associate professor of early childhood education at Sultan Idris Education University in Malaysia. He is the founder of Malaysia's Puppet Coos Theater and the co-founder of the Malaysian Puppetry Association, or MPA, and the Unión Internacional de la Marionette, or UNIMA, Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Lloyd Chee Luan. Dr. Lloyd.
Hello, Wanlun.
Hi, Dr. Lloyd. Welcome to the Puppet Stories.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. Okay,
It's
just
an honor
now,
for us.
the,
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead.
okay, just now the early performance is excellent.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like Eli's performance. He's going to perform one more time at the latter part of the show. Now, it's time for you to tell everybody a little bit of Malaysian puppetry history. But before that, first things first, how's the weather in Malaysia?
oh, today is very hot for today.
Oh,
Yeah,
same in Manila. It's so hot.
yeah.
All right, Dr. Lo, we don't want to waste time because I think everybody's excited. Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know what's up after the interview, Dr. Loy is going to teach us how to make a simple puppet. Of course, Dr. Loy is here to talk about how puppetry is used in early childhood education as well as for children with special needs. So, Dr. Loy, let's start with a little bit history of puppetry in Malaysia.
Okay, in Malaysia, we got a traditional puppetry that include the wayang kulit. So in Malaysia, we got three types of wayang kulit. The first type is wayang gedek from the northern south of Malaysia. The origin is from the Thailand. And then we also got the wayang kulit Kelantan. From the Kelantan and the Terengganu in Malaysia. The origin also from the Thailand. And then we also got wayang kulit Puwas. The origin is from the Indonesia. Besides that, we also got a traditional puppetry that got a Chinese hand puppet we call Bodehi. And then we also got a Chinese iron rope puppet. And also in Malaysia, we got a contemporary puppet. Then the purpose is for the educationals. So in Malaysia, since it is in National Library and the Ministry of Health Malaysia start to perform the puppets for the National Library, the puppet show is to encourage the children to read. So the library will pick the storybook from the rats, and then they will perform the puppet show to children. And then for the Ministry of Health, the nurses, they will also perform the puppets to convey the dental health message to children in kindergarten. So this is the intro for the Malaysian puppetry.
I see. So, Dr. Loy, puppetry is very famous in Malaysia. I was in Malaysia several times. I remember my very, very first festival, my very first international puppetry festival was in Malaysia. I don't know if you remember, we met in Kuala Lumpur for the
Yes,
ASEAN Puppetry Festival a long time ago. I think that was 2011. After that, you also brought me to your school,
yes,
Sultan Idris Educational School. And we also performed at the Kuala Lumpur Performing Arts Center, KL You
yes,
remember?
yes. Yeah, I
All right,
remember.
thank you, thank you. It was really lots of fun, and we had the consul from the Philippine Embassy, and it was really a special show. Now,
Yes.
Dr. Loy, please tell everyone about how puppetry in Malaysia, particularly in Sultan Idris Educational University, is used for children with special needs. For example, children with ADHD, like my son Eli, and children with autism.
Okay. Puppet is a great tool for the educational purpose. So for the special needs children, okay, like AD, okay, Ellie got a ADHD. The full name for the ADHD is Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorders. So Ellie faced the problems that mean less focus. That means this this type of children they easy to disturb by the other object in the learning process. But the puppetry is a very great tool because the puppets will attract the special children. Okay, cause the puppets like just now the Ili play the crown puppets, and then the crown puppet show the funny faces. The funny faces will attract the children, and then also the every single the movement when the Ili manipulate the puppets, they will train the children with ADHD to cool down themselves. Because the ADHD children, they also as a hyperactive children. So the puppet is a great tool to train them to cool down and then focus in the performance. So this puppet also can help children to learn the language through the puppet show either in the classrooms, okay, or puppet show in the theaters, okay, will train children to listen, okay, and then to speak in the puppet show performance. And
That's
then
right.
for the
Dr.
yes,
Loy, just to give you an idea, I remember
mhm,
Eli started playing with marionettes at the age of 4, 4 or 5. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, it's 5. He started playing with hand puppets and then marionettes. Basically, I believe you're saying it's because of the funny appearance of the puppet.
Yes, for the ADHD children, cause the funny faces. Okay,
Oh,
but for the children with the autism, okay, autism, the full name is autism spectrum resources. For this type of children, they face the communication problems. So the hand puppet also the great tools to help children to speak up. Cause ADHD and the autism children's, they puppet is their best friend, so they can talk through the puppets. So puppet is the great tools to help them for the speaking skill, for the emotion skills, cause they can integrate with others, okay, people through the puppets. So this is the way we to help the children with special need for the ADHD and also the autism. And then for the kindergarten and the
oh,
nursery,
Dr. Lloyd.
uh,
Before
yes,
we go to kindergarten, let me
yes,
stress that in ADHD or in autism, I have
mm,
first-hand experience. Obviously, Eli, if there's a project in school, like for example, he needs to memorize a poem or a declamation piece, he cannot memorize it on his own. Even if we have a piece of paper that he can memorize, read and memorize, he cannot do it. But my wife, Debbie, figured out a way. What we did was we got a puppet and we took a video of the puppet reciting the poem or the declamation piece. And Eli started watching the video every day before the actual performance in school. And in about 2, 3 days, he knows the poem or the declamation piece by heart because of the puppet. So I understand exactly what you're talking about. And now let's go to puppetry for kindergarten children.
okay. So puppetry also very suitable for the children in nursery and also kindergarten. So in the nursery, the children is 0 to 4 years old. So to 4 years old, the children in the nursery, okay, for the baby and the infant, they need to learn to enhance their sensory skill through the puppets. This one is the one of the examples, the puppet that suitable for the children in nursery. Let's say this puppet here got sound. So this is the best way to train the baby and the toddler to listen. And then here, the middle here, we got the mirror. Okay, so the baby of the infant, they can look in the mirror and then they start to learn. Okay, who are them? Okay, this is the mirrors. Okay, this is the type of puppet that's suitable for the children in nursery. Besides
Dr.
that,
Loy, Dr.
yes.
Loy, what's the mirror for?
Dr. Loy, hi. My name is
Hi.
Nicola. Hi, nice to
Hi.
see you again, Dr. Loy. I'd like to know what the mirror is for.
What's the mirror for?
Hello, Nicholas. Okay,
Hi.
the mirror, you can look at the mirrors. Okay. So the nickel is inside the mirrors. Okay. So the children will know them more through the mirrors. Cause they will do the observation what inside the mirrors. Okay. So this is the purpose. We put the small mirrors, but this one is the plastic mirror. Is the
Yeah.
safety material. Is the safety material because B is for the baby and the toddlers. So the purpose is for them to observations. Okay, observation.
All right.
So yes, and then next,
Next,
okay, next the finger puppets. The finger
finger
puppets.
puppets. Wow.
Yeah, the finger puppets also very suitable for the nursery children. We can use the finger puppets for the finger plays and then the finger songs.
All right.
Daddy finger, where are you? Here I am, how do you do? Okay, so for the nursery children, we can use these finger puppets to teach them for the musical skills and then also for the fine motor skill because we need to move the fingers. So these actions will train the children's fine motor skills. And then we also can use the puppets to help the children to express their emotions. So this is a very great tool for the children in nursery. And then for the children in kindergarten, the children in kindergarten, there is the years is 4 to 6 years old. So the children
Mhm.
4 to 6 years old, we can use this type of puppets. That means the normal hand puppets. Hi, Nicola, how are you?
Hi,
I
I'm
am elephant.
okay.
I am elephant.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the this type of hand puppets, it's suitable for the kindergarten children, for the simple puppet show, and then also suitable for the children with special needs like ADHD children and also the autism children. Let them to perform the puppet show, and then they can speak through the hand puppet. So
That's
this
right.
type of yeah, so this type of puppet is very suitable for the kindergarten children. Besides that, we can also use this type of string puppet, like the
All right.
puppet
Yeah.
Ellie showed us just now. So this type
Yeah.
of
The
finger puppet,
marionette.
marionette, we can also use for the kindergarten children, okay, to perform the fairy tale stories, so they can learn the language through the puppet shows. Okay,
That's right.
so through this performance, we will motivate the children for the learning. So after that, they got a motivate for learning for others subject through the process.
I
So this
see.
is yeah.
Now, Dr. Loy, before I ask you the next question, I just remembered when we went to your school, it was a very big school. I just want to give everybody who's watching an idea. Here in the Philippines, we have, for example, the UP,
What?
UP,
University of the Puppets.
the University of the Philippines. In well, UPs of course is very big, and we have different colleges within the UP area: College of Medicine, the College of Arts and Science, Arts and Letters, etc. In Malaysia, the Sultan Idris Educational University. It's a very, very big university. I think it's twice the size of UP, and it's a university dedicated to education. Okay, it's
Yeah.
all the buildings, all the departments are well dedicated to education. And Dr. Loy happens to be the associate professor for early childhood education, and he uses puppetry. Just to give you an idea. All right. Now, Dr. Loy, what about puppets and the use of puppetry in children's creativity and imagination?
Yes, the puppetry is a very powerful tools to develop the children's creativity and imaginations. Because the puppets in the kindergarten stage, based to the PRJ theory, there in pre-operational stage. So in this stage of children, they like to imagine they is in the fantastic world. So when we use the puppets, we can give the chance to children to adapt their imaginations and creativity through the puppet making. Examples, when the children they make a simple finger puppet, they will use coloring activities and then also the cutting activity. And then after they finish their puppets, they need to use the puppets to perform. And then through the process, they will correct their own stories. So whole process will train the children's imaginations and creativity in the puppetry activity.
That's right, creativity, because in making their own puppets, they get to design their own puppet, the clothes, the face, the character, and then when they create their own story, more creativity is needed, right?
Yes. And then we also encourage the children to use the recycled materials or reuse materials to make the puppets. So this activity will help the children to love the natures, and then they will know to use anything material around them to make their own creative puppets.
That's right. All right, Dr. Loy, we'll take a break first. After the break, we will ask you to demonstrate a little bit of the puppetry you use for early childhood education. And ladies and gentlemen, don't leave, because Dr. Loy from Malaysia will also teach us how to make a simple puppet. Dr. Loy, don't leave. We'll just take a short break. All right?
Okay, don't leave, you'll be right back. Yay!
Congratulations, Wanlun, on your new talk show, and that is the Puppet Stories on the new channel, TNC. Nako, informative at saka napakasaya ng show na ito. That's every Tuesdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. Congrats!
Hello everyone! Iniimbitahan ko po kayo na panoorin ang The Puppet Stories with Wanlun, ang pinakasikat at pinakamagaling na ventriloquist quiz sa Pilipinas. The Puppet Stories tuwing araw po yan ng Martes at Biyernes at 5 p.m. sa TNC, The New Channel. Kita kids!
All right, welcome back to the Puppet Stories. We are still with Dr. Loy from Malaysia. Before we call him back, Dr. Loy, we have a few people who'd like to say hello to you. We'd like to start with Gail Shalsita. Good afternoon, Wanlu. Good afternoon, Gail. And thank you for watching. We also have Junard Zapata, Nurain Nabila. Hi, Dr. Loy. And Noor Ayuni Sadrin. Good evening, Wanlun, Dr. Loy. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If I didn't, I apologize. That's Noor. Nasiha Noor. Hi, Dr. Loy. Sh- Shafika Fosi. Hi, Dr. Loy. You have friends all over Malaysia, Dr. Loy. You and me, Dr. Loy. Hello. Lynn Christy Gatu. Hi, Dr. Loy. Joanne Lee Jones. Hi, Dr. Loy. Farah Tierra. Yvonne A. John. Angela Ann Ricard. And Amelia Nazira and Consolacion Lunaria Cueto. Mitch Kitong is also watching. And Angela Ann Ricard. Isa, oh, we have so many people saying hello to you, Dr. Loy. Isa Hassan, Ku Ain Ku Azmin. I hope I'm pronouncing your names correctly, my friends. If I'm not, I apologize. Okay. Huda Nur Alisa, Aina Shazwena, Sia Exia, Marceline Ichel, and Liam. Okay, I hope I pronounced all your names correctly. I apologize if I didn't. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please do watch all the shows on the new channel. We have the big picture with Lloyd Luna shares inspiring stories of notable personalities. Streams every day, Mondays to Fridays, 7 p.m. HR Hotline introduces us to the wonderful world of human resources management. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 1 p.m. Business Talk about inspiring business insights, live streaming from Tennessee and Texas in the USA. Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Wednesdays and Fridays, 9:30 a.m. Philippine time. We also have the Ford Project. It's about life business success stories, streams from Dubai, UAE, 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. Philippine time. Learn your life purpose by turning into U-Turn Mondays and Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. The Home Buyer is where you hear inspiring stories about building and owning properties. Streams Mondays and Thursdays 4 p.m. Magbenta, bumili at tumulong dahil bukas na ang TNC Marketplace, an online night bazaar live streams Thursdays, Fridays at 10 p.m. Two leaders in one platform every episode. TNC The Talk streams every Monday at 12 noon. And of course, The Puppet Stories Tuesdays and Fridays, 5 p.m. All right, let's welcome back Dr. Loy from Malaysia.
Hello, everyone. I am happy because got many people watching me. Thank you. Today, I am sad because the weather is very hot. Okay, so this one is a sock puppet that we can use for the emotion expression. So when we use this sock puppet for the happy emotions, okay, we show the puppet like this, and then we can together with the emoji. I am happy. So together with the happy emoji. So children, they can learn the happy emotions through this process. I am sad. So we can together with this sad emoji. Okay, so this is the use of sock puppets. So next, we will do a simple short puppet to express the emotions. Okay, so the materials, okay, we need a salt, and then the felt, okay, this felt, and then we need the cotton balls, and then we need these doll eyes, and also the pipe cleaners. So we will start to make a simple sock puppet. So we start with this stops. Okay, so you need to fill in the socks, and then we preparing the felt, and we use this super glue. Okay, we use this super glue to make a mouth for a puppet. Okay, after finish this process, okay, for the other felts we use for the lunch. Okay, so we can put the super glue here. Okay, we put the super glue here. Okay, and then we put in the middle. Okay, now we finish for the puppet mouth. Okay, next step. Okay, next step. We can put these cotton balls. Okay, in front here. Okay, so I need super glue, and then stick in front here. Okay, and then the other ones, you use the same technique. Okay, we stick in front here. Okay, so the next, okay, we need to stick the doll eyes. Okay, we stick the doll eyes, okay, in front here. Okay, the other one, okay, do the same way. Yes, now puppets got mouth and also got eyes. Okay, for this pipe cleaners, it's free to design for different characters for the puppets. Okay, so now I can join together these two pipe cleaners, and then the other side I do the same way. Okay, after that, okay, I will stick this pipe cleaner to design my puppet. So I use this hook glue and then stick in front here. So now I got my own design puppet. Okay, the other ones, okay, I can put either put behind here as a tail also can. So now, yeah, the short puppet is done. It's very simple. It's very simple puppet. So after we finish this puppet, we can use this puppet to express the emotions. Okay. So when we want to teach students, children to recognize the emotions, okay, we also can show this emoji board. This one is happy. So this is a happy emoji. So if I want to show a happy emotion here, okay, we do it like this. My hand is like this. I am happy. Mm. So my puppet looks happy because my finger move like this. So the puppet shape will like this. Okay, for the second emotions, okay, we can show to the students or children the sad emoji ball. And sad, sad, very sad. Sad until crying. Ah! So when we apply to this sort puppet, we doing like this. I am sad, very sad, very sad, and then crying. Ah! So this is a simple puppet, and then we can use to teach the emotions to the children. So after we teach the simple emotions to the children, we can teach the sentence to the children. Just now is I am sad. So only show the sad emotions. So we can add more words. Today I am sad. So from words, and then children learn the sentence. For sentence, children can learn a simple stories from this puppets activity. So from this simple puppets activity, we also teach the creativity to children, because children need to use their creativity to design their own puppets. So children can use these pipe cleaners materials to design their special unique puppets. So this is a very great activity for the children, and then this activity can enhance the children's imagination, creativity, and also the language skills. That's all for the puppet making for this
All
lot.
right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Loy. Of course, Dr. Loy, when you teach to kindergarten children or nursery children, uh, the teacher needs to supervise because there's super glue, there's scissors and everything. So when they make puppets, it's always under the supervision of not just one teacher, but several, I can imagine, right?
Yes, so the teacher or the parents or the adults need to supervise. They need to stay together with the children. Because when the teachers, parents together with the children with the making process, children also can communicate together with the adults. So adults will more understand what the children need through this puppet activity.
That's right. I totally agree, Dr. Loy, because I remember I also do puppetry workshops. As a matter of fact, next month we will have one for children under the Cultural Center of the Philippines. It's going to be online. So if you're all interested, you can join the workshop. You can register through the Cultural Center of the Philippines. It's safe because your children will be at home and we will teach online. Dr. Lloyd, that was a very, very inspiring lesson in how to make puppetry and how to use puppetry to express emotions and teach children sentences and eventually a whole script, right? And this is all done through the use of puppetry. All right, Dr. Lloyd, thank you very much. We'll take a break first. After the break, we will ask you a very important question, a question we ask all the guests on the show. Of course, we will ask you your puppet story when we go back. In the meantime, please don't leave. Don't forget, Eli will be performing at the latter part of the show. In the meantime, time for a break. All right, we have a few more people who'd like to say hello to Dr. Loy. Ause Adina Pasani. Hello, Dr. Loy and Wanlu. Yusri Hat Hafiz. Hey, Dr. Loy and Wanlu, hi. And we have Susan Tagle. Hello to the greatest. Oh, no. Hello to Wanlu. Thank you very much, Susan Tagle. Gina Kalikdan. Hello po, Wanlu and Nicolo. Kahit nung bata pa po ako, fan talaga ako ng puppets. Maraming nagpapasaya. God bless po. Dr. Loy, basically, Gina Kalikdan is saying she's a fan of puppetry and may the Lord bless you, Dr. Loy. Gail Shalsita, I'm learning a lot. Early childhood education and puppetry can go together to help stimulate children with learning disabilities. Wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Lloyd, Chee, Luan, and Wanlu for today's special program. Thank you, Gail Shalsita, for watching. Gina Kalikdan, hello, Dr. Lloyd. I am very much happy when I see puppets, especially when they're performing or when they're in action. God bless. Good. Nur Shahira, so true. Farhana Oim. Dr. Lloyd took about less than 10 minutes to make puppets. Meanwhile, we need the whole 3 weeks. Well, Dr. Lloyd is an expert. He did it in 10 minutes. Of course, for newbies like us, we need about a week, maybe even 3 weeks. All right, let's welcome back Dr. Lloyd. Oh, before we forget, we have a live stream in the new broadcast. Pop, what's this? Philippine Association of Live Stream Professionals, and we belong to this group. Thank you very much. Live stream, good work. Okay, we also have Dr. Loy back here. Thank you, Dr. Loy. Before we end the show, before we call back Eli, I would like to ask you a very easy question. I'm sure you have a very inspiring answer. Dr. Loy, what is your puppet story?
I love puppets. Puppets is very powerful in my life and they play a very important role in my life. Puppetry train my creativity and also the imagination. So puppetry is help a lot in my career because when my teaching I use a lot of puppetry activities for the education and also the entertainment. So in Tanjung Malim, Perak, Malaysia, I already got one puppet house, got many collections, puppet from different country, and also the puppetry for the education. So welcome all visit to my puppet cool house.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Loy. Dr. Loy, I remember we met in several festivals, twice or thrice in Malaysia, about 2 or 3 times in Thailand, and I think even in Singapore, right? So I hope to see you again. I think we'll be together in an online festival in Thailand. I just saw
Yes.
them posted your pictures. So that will be next month. Again, Dr. Lloyd, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. You made this episode very, very special, not just for me, but for all the parents and the teachers who are watching this afternoon. Dr. Lloyd, thank you very much.
Thank you all.
All right, that was Dr. Lloyd Luan from Malaysia. And alam niyo po, just to share with you, Eli's behind me getting ready for his final number. Eli is celebrating his 12th birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Eli! All right, and also celebrating his birthday tomorrow is the late Mayor Santi Austria of Jaén, Nueva Ecija. We'd like to say hello to all the people from Jaén, Nueva Ecija, Mayor Sylvia Austria. And also celebrating his birthday tomorrow is the late comedy king of the Philippines, Tito Dolphy. So ka-birthday niya po yan, si Tito Dolphy. So ladies and gentlemen, before we end the show, please welcome back Eli.
Parang kailan lang ang mga pangarap ko'y kahirap abutin. Dahil sa inyo, napunta ako sa aking nais marating. Nais ko kayong pasalamatan kahit man lang sa isang awitin. Parang kailan lang halos ako ay magpalimos sa lansangan. Dahil sa inyo, Ang aking tiyan at ang bulsa'y nagkalaman. Kaya't itong awiting aking inaawit, nais ko kayong handugan. Tatanda at lilipas din ako, ngunit mayroong awiting iiwanan sa inyong alaala. Dahil minsan tayo'y nagkasama, tatanda at lilipas din ako, ngunit mayroong awiting iiwanan sa inyong alaala. Dahil minsan tayo'y nagkasama.
All right, there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the show for today. We hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Eli, happy birthday. If you need us, you can always get in touch with us for your kiddie birthday parties. We do virtual kiddie party shows for everyone. We have animal safari, we have dinosaur, and we have circus teams. And get us anytime for your kiddie parties. Before we say goodbye, Eli, happy birthday. Few people saying happy birthday to you. Nurin Nazira, happy birthday, Eli. Samantha Lunaria, Ate Sam. Hi, Ate Sam. Thank you for watching. Kuya Martin Lunaria, happy birthday, Eli. Bobby Parks of Sun Life, thank you for watching. Erwin Manansala, very educational. Dr. Lloyd, thank you. And of course, Gail Shalsita, happy birthday, Eli, for tomorrow. Advance happy birthday. All right, there you go. Wanlun's virtual kiddie party show, exclusive to your family and your online guests. Okay, and Juan Shazlin. Dina Pasani, more people saying hi to Dr. Loy and to Eli. Eli, say goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, lagi po namin binibilin sa mga bata, don't forget to pray every day, pagkagising, bago matulog, bago kumain, lahat ng gagawin natin, ipagtatagubilin natin sa Diyos. Ladies and gentlemen, keep safe. May the Lord keep us all safe, and to God be the glory. See you next week. Next week, don't forget, next week we will have another special guest. Chit from Thailand will be with us on Tuesday. All right, keep safe, everyone. May the Lord keep us safe. Bye.